Hi everybody, this is Diana De Leon and together with Cami Park, we're gonna teach you a little bit more about symbolic interactionism theory, dynamics of family communications too. What is symbolic interactionism theory? Symbolic interactionism provides the means by which to study social interactions in a scientific fashion. Important contributions to this theory were made by George Herbert Mead, Charles Horton Cooley, William Isaac Thomas, and Herbert Blumer. People define situations based on their own personal experiences and sense of self. Basic assumptions. Number one, people will react to something according to the meaning that thing has for them. For example, a cigarette is a symbol of relief and pleasure for one person, and a death stick to another. Number two, a human infant is a social. This means that infants are not born with predetermined ideas about whom they are, but rather develop this as they interact with people along the way. Once individuals develop a sense of self, this will provide motivation for future behavior. Humans are flexible. They are always reflect on what they experience and use this as a guide for future behavior. Number three, individuals are influenced by society. People learn the rules and values of society through everyday interactions within the culture. Here are some of the terms and concepts related to symbolic interactionism. Communication. This theory focuses on the interactions of communication between people. People interpret situations differently, depending on personal experiences and the meaning each person has behind symbols, gestures, and ideas. Next, we're gonna watch some clips to make an example of all these things. Gestures. Watch this clip and see some of the gestures.
I just don't understand.
Where are my velvet blue buttons? You know what? Why would anybody do this?
But it's clean.
No, honey, I can't work with clean. I have a deadline. Oh, my. I'll never be able to find anything. My ultra suede used to be here right beneath the blue fur. Do you remember that? Where's my fake alligator skin?
We thought we'd surprise you.
Yeah, we thought that you'd like it. The Admiral always does say a clean ship is a happy ship.
Oh.
Hey. Wow. This place is shipshape.
Well, you just had to, Frank, didn't you?
Excuse me?
No, Frank, I understand your pathological need to organize the rest of the house, but this is my space. I need just a little bit of respect. You're killing me, Frank.
In this clip, we saw that the gesture of cleaning her workspace meant something differently to each of them. He thought it was a nice gesture, but for her perspective, it was an invasion of her workspace.
You got,
This is another clip. Interactions with
buddy,
others teach us about social norms, or interactions may be different depending on if we are in a specific group
you're
or
hilarious, my
when
friend.
we are with
He
friends
goes
and
to,
family.
get
These
back to the machinery,
interactions
please.
teach us what behaviors are acceptable and when they
So,
are
on the cover above
acceptable.
the title.
Does
Let's watch
Santa
this
know
clip.
that you left the workshop?
You know, we're all laughing our heads off.
Did you have to borrow a reindeer to get down here?
Buddy, go back to the basement. Hey, Jackweed, I get more action in a week than you've had your entire life. I've got houses in LA, Paris, and Vail.
Oh.
Each one of them with a 70-inch plasma screen. So I suggest you wipe that stupid smile off your face before I come over there and smack it off. You feeling strong, my friend? Call me Elf one more time.
He's an angry elf.
Look at you! Ow! Hey, what?
As we see in this clip, Buddy is not familiar with social norms in regards to little people. He just assumes everybody that is short must be an elf because of the culture of fictional place in which he was raised.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and ask.
Responds to a
Y'all
situation.
know there's a colored boy in your Christmas card?
Some people respond to one thing in a situation, while others in the same situation respond to something completely
Tiny
different.
next to him,
That's what
right? Like Jessica Lange and King Kong.
Hey, does Michael get the family discount at Taco Bell? Because if he does, Sean's gonna lose a few stores.
He's a good kid.
Well, I say you make it official and just adopt him.
He's gonna be 18 in a few months. Doesn't really make much sense to legally adopt.
Leanne, is this some sort of white guilt thing?
What will your daddy say?
Before or after he turns over in his grave? Daddy's been gone 5 years, Elaine. Make matters worse, you were at the funeral. Remember? You wore Chanel and that awful black hat. Look, here's the deal. I don't need y'all to approve my choices, all right? But I do ask that you respect them. You have no idea what this boy's been through, and if this is gonna become some running diatribe, I can find an overpriced salad a lot closer to home.
Leanne, I'm so sorry. We didn't intend to.
No, we didn't, really.
I think what you're doing is so great. To open up your home to him, and honey, you're changing that boy's life.
No. He's changing mine.
That's awesome for you, but what about Collins?
What about Collins?
Aren't you worried? I mean, even just a little. He's a boy, a large black boy, sleeping under the same roof.
Shame on you. I've got this.
As we see in this clip, Sandra Bullock thought nothing about housing Michael, unlike all of her friends who immediately stereotyped him and began judging her. What seemed like a playful conversation with her friends came across as a very offensive for Sandra. As a conclusion, we want to leave you with this question. What are some ways you can use symbolic interactionism theory within your own family communication? We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.